can we put seeds straight into our aquaponic system? Absolutely, you can, but, and here there is a but. There is, but yes, you can do it. Let's have a look at what the but is though, hey? Let's have a look. Germinating your seeds can take a little bit of time, and how much time that will take will actually depend on the seedling. Alrighty, so we can't just go and assume that it's going to be really quick, because sometimes they might actually take 2 weeks to germinate. Sometimes some seeds need to be scarified, so they might need to be sitting in hot water or sitting in cold water. You might need to sandpaper the seed a little bit, like Malakabar red spinach. That's the one. Echinacea, on the other hand, needs to go in the fridge for a couple of weeks, the seeds, to germinate, to actually get that germination thing happening. Wow. Not all seeds are created equal. Who knew? Okay, aside from that, so you have to work out how to actually germinate your seeds. And I have the same type of seeds, but 2 different suppliers. These are organic and heritage and awesome. And these are just what I got at the local supermarket. These don't always germinate. They don't always have a good germination rate. Whereas these ones, a bit more expensive, but have a much higher germination expectation, 90%. And this one can be very much hit and miss. Just saying. Sidebar, just saying. Alrighty. But here's the thing when we're talking about popping seeds in. I've had these, put the seeds in 2 weeks ago. We still have our baby leaves. We don't have any adult leaves, so they are not ready to germinate. Seeds, when we are germinating them, they have all of the goodness, all of the nutrition that they need to germinate and to sprout and to get started. So we don't need to actually put them into high quality potting mix. People say to do that. I've never done that. 20 odd years, never done that. They have everything that they need in the seed, but once they hit a certain stage, then they need the extra support. Just saying. And you don't really want to be transplanting seeds that have not got, or seedlings that have not got their adult leaves. So in that regard, yes, good quality potting mix, seed raiser mix is a good idea, so you don't have to try to transplant them. Just saying. But here's the thing. If I put these straight into my aquaponic system, just say in this one, and I've got too many, slightly addicted. If I put them into an aquaponic system and just tip the seeds up, okay, there's a couple of issues that are going on. I said that there was a but, and here are where the buts start. Check out the description to find some more information about aquaponics and how you can move forward and get this happening. The buts. Right. 1, it's taking up valuable real estate, because you go, okay, I've got seeds in this area, there are seeds over here. You can't be growing anything else while these are growing. So for these, and this is calendula that I've got in here, and these are zucchini, I know, but I didn't have the seed packet. By the time these are ready to actually grow, I could have been harvesting some of my basil. You know, I could have actually had stuff in that area. So if you've got a small aquaponic system and you're really worried about that real estate, grow them separately. And seriously, I'm going to spin you around to show you. That's my seed starting section over there. Sometimes it's in the hothouse area because, you know, it's cold. And at the moment, because it's getting hot, it ain't in the hothouse. But I sprout and I germinate everything separately. So I'm using all of the valuable real estate in my aquaponic system for my aquaponic, like for the food to actually grow super fast. Whereas if I've got these here, and I'll just say I've put the plants in there, well, that's going to take up space that I could be growing things a lot quicker. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is, you can't see where you have put the seeds. That's a problem. And you're, okay, well, I can thin them out. And you can, but plants don't generally like being thinned out too much. When you thin them out, you're going to be wasting that seed. Sure, no biggie, you know, I've got a pack that's got, I don't know, 80 in there, 80 seeds, not a biggie. But these zucchini seeds, how many? I got 15 zucchini seeds in a packet, so that could be a bit different. When you can't identify how much or how many seeds you've sprinkled, or you can't really move them, you can end up with seedlings close together. And that can present a problem, especially if you're in a hot and humid area. You need to be able to have the airflow going through in between those seedlings so they can actually move and not get any type of fungal issues. So if I just go and sprinkle, which I kind of do sometimes, be aware that you can end up with things close together. And that can throw out, third point here, that can throw out your whole fish to nitrate to vegetable ratio. Because if you're going to have a whole heap of seeds in there and a whole heap of seedlings in there, you might not have enough fish that are providing enough fertiliser, so the nitrate, to be able to actually grow them successfully. So I can grow them in here in a seedling tray, and you can do it in eggshells, you can do it in egg cartons. You don't need the seedling trays. Don't waste money if you don't need to. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm putting videos up every couple of days, so make sure that you hit subscribe so you can get all of them. But you can do this, grow them separately, get them germinated, get them into adult leaves, and then transplant them, making sure you clean off all of that soil from the roots, and you can then reuse that. Just saying, I often reuse mine. You can then space everything out as it needs to be. Now, before we go, when we're talking about the whole spacing thing, I've got corn in here. And we can see it's actually close together, right? Because it's going to grow up, not out. Up, not out. So when you know what your plant does, then you can have an idea as to how many you can put in there. Now, corn need a lot of fertiliser. But they don't typically get fungal issues. So it's okay for me to crowd them in here because I know that there's a lot of nitrate available. But in my soil gardens, I have to space them out because we don't have enough fertiliser unless I add it. So this is where aquaponics is that little bit different. You can definitely be just popping your seeds straight in, but that is the reason why I don't. I like to know where I'm going to put everything. I know that's the whole perfectionism thing. I like to know where everything's going to go. But also, I don't want to have to waste seeds, especially if you're only getting a few in a packet. And all those other reasons that I just talked about.